Show. Is it okay for a lady to approach a guy? So this message that this lady actually threw out there, let's go ahead and read what she said. It's not always in the place of a man to approach a lady. I feel every lady should walk up to a guy and express her feelings. If any guy turns me down, it is fine. At least I tried. I once asked a guy out who did not say no, and the relationship worked. Well, in this situation, the relationship worked in her favor. But let's go ahead and dive into it. First of all, in the society that we're in right now, and when I'm talking about society, I'm talking about different cultures, different backgrounds. For example, someone coming from Africa, they have a different orientation of men approaching women, which that's what they believe in, that men should approach women first in everything when it comes to relationship, when it comes to marriage. Now, in some other cultures or backgrounds, like for example in the United States or maybe other countries, they don't really care of who is approaching who. If a woman or a lady likes a guy, she goes up to him, say, hey, I'd like to get your number, I really like you, I'm feeling you, whatever terms that they want to use. And then they have men they don't really care about that. In fact, they love it. They feel like it's sexy. They feel like, the lady is confident enough. Now, this write-up that this lady did generated a lot of arguments. Some of the followers were basically abusing this lady and, insulting this lady, saying that, why should you approach a man? As a woman, a man should be the one to approach you first. Now, if you have not been out there, you've not been to other cultures, you've not been, to other countries and see how they're doing their things, or you have not opened eyes, then you will feel like a man should approach a woman first. I mean, we've seen so many videos out there that a woman will propose to a man, maybe because she's been waiting for so long for the man to propose, but the man is just not proposing. Guess what? She proposes and before you know it, they're married for years and things like that. And another thing that I want to talk about is that is the foundation of what can cause the reason why people are basically arguing against each other, that men should approach women first. And then we have the issue of a man that is shy. If a man is shy, obviously the man would not want to approach the lady because they feel like, oh, I don't want to be rejected. What if I walk up to her and then she rejects me? Then what happened? I mean, that alone can actually cause depression in some people. But you know what? We're not going to dive into that. But that is another reason why a man would not want to approach a woman first. And if a woman approaches the man first and the man says yes and it works in our favor, but sometimes it does not work in the woman's favor, because let's talk about when it backfires on a woman can decide to approach a man and then the man says no, just because they feel like the woman is too fast for them approaching them. That means that she must have approached other men as well. They feel like the woman is too easy. They want to hunt and they want to be the hunter and they don't want the woman to be the hunter. So that right there makes it feel like the woman is a loose woman. It's not always like that in that case, but everyone's entitled to their opinion. And then we have an awkward moment when, if it's, let's reverse the role, and that a man is the one asking the woman and the woman is asking the man and they both reject each other. That's another awkward moment. So it can actually happen to either man or woman. My advice to you as a woman is that, look, for me, I don't have any problem with you approaching a man, okay? I don't. You just know that you have a thick skin. If you do it, just know that it can either be a good thing in terms of it can result into a good thing or it can result into a bad thing. So you must have a thick skin to take whatever comes out of that. But when you do it, if you decide to do it as a woman, if you decide to approach a man, do it in a subtle way, a way whereby it's not too aggressive. Do you understand what I'm saying? A way that the man will not see you and say, ugh, why is this one approaching me? Like, you're beautiful and all, you're tall, you have good career and all that, but you pushing on me, I'm just not feeling it. I'm a little bit disgusted because of your behavior and blah, blah, blah. Now, let me tell you something. There are ways that you can actually approach a man and catch him in a better better position to be able to approach him. So like, for example, if you see a man that is actually, you know, hanging out with his friends and all that, don't go approach him there, because that can actually backfire on you, because that it's like you're bruising his ego. The ego thing is for him to say, oh wow, look at that girl across the table, I really like her. Just how I'm saying, that's how he can brag amongst his friends. But when you come over and say, oh, I like you, can I have your number? You know, they can feel like, no, that's not a wifey material. Not that I'm saying that, you know, you're not going to get a wifey material if a woman comes to you. Men, please, this is a time for you to open your eyes and open your minds to know that society is changing. Don't think about your world and live in your world. Try and, as much as possible, to walk, you know, across the street and see what else is there. You know, a woman that you're rejecting now because she approached you first can actually be the woman of your dreams, can be the woman that will be the mother of your children and a beautiful wife for years to come. So that can also be the opportunity. Don't turn it down. And women, always look at the environment. Look at where he is. Look, you can also read people. Sometimes you will read their state of mind to make sure that what you're about to drop on them is not something that they're going to shut down immediately. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can do it in a very easy way, like, oh, what kind of drink are you drinking? Oh, what church do you go to? That church one is always a go. And then, you know, you can do things like, oh, what school did you go? And things like that. And try to give him hints, like, you know how you give him little crumbs of bread, and let him take over. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, so for me, I see no problem. Lady, if you're listening to me right now, make your move. A guy who is going to be your man is going to be your man, regardless of if you basically approached him or not. Does that make sense? So, and for you men, please be open-minded to any woman coming to you, approaching you first.